What is going on, investors? My name's Emmanuel, and today I'm taking you through the 3 stocks that I bought this week. 2 are additions to my existing holdings, and 1 is a brand new acquisition. I'm so excited to share this stock with you today. However, if you do follow me on the gram, then you already have an idea of what this acquisition was. So that's a quick plug. Follow me on IG if you don't already, and the links are in the description below. Before we jump into the list of stocks, this week was a bit of a rough one in the markets. The Dow, S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the FTSE 100, they all ended in the red. And I did receive a few messages from investors who are starting to worry about their positions being in the red. The reality is the majority of these messages are from new investors who literally only began investing this year. So all they've only really experienced is the market going up. However, the reality is the market doesn't always go up in a straight line, and pullbacks and corrections are very common. And I do want to reiterate the words of Peter Lynch, who said a decline is a great opportunity to pick up bargains that are left behind by investors who are fleeing the storm in panic. So I personally saw this week as a great buying opportunity, and I did take full advantage of that. And remember, you have to stay calm during red weeks. If you own a stock that you've truly done your due diligence on, and you do have a solid buy thesis, and the company also has a fantastic balance sheet, then you need to believe in your thesis, you need to believe in your analysis, and as long as the fundamentals of your thesis hasn't changed, then if the stock price drops a further 5, 10, or even 30%, that's an incredible opportunity for you to buy a company that you love and you understand and was within your circle of competence at a much cheaper price. And you should ideally be avoiding buying at the top. I personally prefer buying on pullbacks because I believe that provides me with a slight margin of safety. So I hope this gives you some reassurance that market declines are normal and you shouldn't panic when there is a pullback, because this is a great opportunity for you to buy. I just wanted to get that out of the way and provide reassurance for these investors. And before we do jump into the list of stocks I bought this week, please don't forget to smash the like button, as it really helps my channel grow. And you guys have been doing amazing because we recently passed 3,000 subscribers, and it's absolutely incredible. And I appreciate every single one of you. And also, if you are new to this video and you haven't subscribed yet, then hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my analysis and all my stock thesis. So with that said, let's jump into today's video. So the brand spanking new addition to my growth portfolio is, drumroll, the amazing Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. And to be honest, does this company even need an introduction? But just in case you've actually never heard of Amazon, they sell merchandise and contents purchased for resale from third-party sellers through its physical and its online stores. They also manufacture and sell their own products like the Kindle, the Fire tablet, the Ring security doorbell system. They are also a powerhouse. And when I mean a powerhouse, they are a powerhouse in the cloud storage and also data warehouse sector with their AWS, and the list does go on. And I do have to cover 2 other stocks in this video, and I don't want it to be too long, but I do have to say that I am so happy to have this awesome company in my growth portfolio. I have wanted to purchase Amazon since the crash back in March earlier this year, but I held back hoping for it to get even cheaper. And I have to confess, I was trying to time the market and I made a complete mess of it. And the stock actually climbed higher and eventually did run away from me. And I'll be honest, I have regretted trying to time it ever since. However, this week, Amazon did suffer a very sharp pullback. It dropped over 7%, taking it below its $3,000 a share threshold. And I began buying the dip. And I've decided that I will continue buying Amazon shares as it gets cheaper. And for this week, I ended up picking up 3 shares of Amazon, and my average cost price was $2,992 a share. And my aim is to build my position in Amazon to at least 10 shares. And as long as it stays below $3,000 a share, I will continue buying. Now, why am I so bullish on Amazon? Well, They have been making some incredibly insane moves recently, and all you have to do is take a look at their recent press releases, which is on their investor relations page. And all you're seeing are Amazon have new announcements, Amazon have winnings, Amazon are launching new products or new agreements. And there were actually 2 recent expansion projects that they recently completed on that I actually want to bring to your attention. And the first one was that Amazon launched their new Amazon Music podcast across Europe and Japan. Now, this will further expand Amazon's reach to a brand new audience, and customers will be able to stream their favorite podcasts using Amazon's podcast. And if you have been paying attention recently, podcasts have really taken off this year with increasing numbers of podcast listeners. And remember that huge $100 million deal that was secured earlier this year between Joe Rogan and Spotify? $100 million for his podcast series to be featured on Spotify. Now, that alone should give you an indication for the size of this podcast market. So to see Amazon, who will also have celebrity featured podcasts on their platform, and these are not just any random celebrities. These you have the likes of Will Smith, you have the likes of DJ Khaled, just to name a few, that will be featured exclusively on their platform. This is a growing industry, and Amazon are really positioning themselves to take a decent size of this market. So I am all for this move by Amazon, and I think it will be a huge revenue generator. However, perhaps the most exciting announcement is Amazon recently won FAA approval for their Prime Air drone delivery fleets. Now, I strongly believe this could be a game changer, and it also opens up a cluster of opportunities as well as cost savings for Amazon. Just think about it, investors. With a fully operational drone delivery service, that will drastically reduce the personnel and the last mile delivery costs. And of course, that will do wonders for Amazon's earnings. So I'm thinking I might actually do a full stock analysis of Amazon, because that is pending. And there are so many layers to this recent expansion plan with the drone delivery service. But for now, just know that I am completely bullish on Amazon, particularly if it does remain below $3,000 a share. And like I said, my aim is 10 shares by the end of this year. So my second acquisition was Apple. Ticker symbol is AAPL, and you guys know I love Apple. Again, it's another company that needs no introduction on this channel. I've covered Apple multiple times, but Apple was another stock that took an absolute battering this week. It dropped way over 6.5%. And this was off the back of Apple's most recent keynote event that took place on Tuesday on the 15th of September. Now, I personally watched it, I did tune in, and I felt it was okay, all right? Nothing extremely exciting or nothing that we didn't already expect. Apple introduced their new Watch Series 6. They also introduced the Apple Watch SE, along with also the Apple Fitness Plus. And they were simply just re-emphasizing Tim Cook's vision of Apple being a major player within the healthcare sector. And the Apple Watch is obviously going to be the focal point of that vision. So also at the event, they introduced the new iPad Air. The only thing that was new that was introduced was the Apple One, which pretty much is a bundle package of a variety of Apple services, from the Apple TV, the Apple Music, Apple Fitness, the whole lot. Just bundled it all together, and you pretty much pay a monthly fee for it. And I believe the Premier bundle package was set at $29 per month. I didn't personally think that it was a big deal myself, but this did actually ruffle Spotify's feathers, because they actually released a statement saying that once again, Apple is using its dominant position and unfair practices to disadvantage competitors and deprive consumers by favoring its own services. So let's get this straight for a minute. Spotify are accusing Apple for disadvantaging competitors and favoring its own services. I don't get it. Are Apple supposed to help their competitors? Are Apple supposed to favor other services over its own services? I don't know. I must be completely missing something, because I find that a completely ridiculous statement for them to make. But of course, you can now pretty much add Spotify to Epic Games, to Microsoft, and to the list of other companies that are all taking aim at Apple. But hey, it suits me just fine, because I'm able to pick up Apple shares much cheaper. And that's exactly what I did this week, picking up 10 more shares at a cost price $107 a piece, which brings my total Apple shares to 60, and my average price is now sitting at $115 a share. And the question is, will I be purchasing more shares as it continues to fall? Absolutely. I have shared my long-term bull thesis for Apple in a few videos already. I will actually link a few of them in the description below. And I do plan to hopefully by the end of this year own 100 shares of Apple. So watch this space. All right, investors. So this brings me to my third acquisition. And the third acquisition that I made this week was Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. Now, I do plan to make a Virgin Galactic stock update video, and therefore I don't want to give too much away in today's video. But this stock was actually up 2% this week, and it's for very, very good reason. Things are starting to really heat up in the Virgin Galactic world, and as we approach the third and fourth quarters, leading into the first quarter of next year, Virgin Galactic are going to start making some major moves. And I have my fingers and I have my toes and everything else crossed that it all goes according to plan. But like I said, I do have an update video on the way soon, and I will inform you of all of these moves that's going to be happening. So if you're not subscribed, then make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my Virgin Galactic update video. But I ended up buying 10 more shares of Virgin Galactic this week, and my cost price was around $17.10, which brings my total holdings to 84 shares. And my cost price is at $23 a share. But I do plan to also get my Virgin Galactic position to 100 shares before things actually do start heating up with this company. So definitely watch this space, no pun intended, and I will be updating everyone on the gram, so hit me up on IG. So those are the 3 stocks I bought this week. But before I go, I do want to list the stocks that I am watching this coming up week. And the highest on my stock watch list is a SPAC called ChargePoint, who will be merging with Switchbank Energy Acquisition. There's been a lot of news surrounding this company, but remember they are a high spec play, but they do have a ton of huge growth potential. So I will be keeping an eye on this, and I might even decide to drop an analysis video on this merger. I also do have Amazon and Apple on my list, because if the price does continue to drop lower, I will be buying. Of course, no surprises there. But the final company that I also have on my watch list this week is BJ's Wholesale Club. The ticker symbol is BJ. What a symbol. These guys have had some incredible revenue growth, which analysts also expect to continue. So this is another very exciting company that I will probably do another analysis video on. So again, add this to your watch list. But ultimately, guys, make sure you do your own due diligence and your own analysis before you decide to invest in any stock. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am not a financial advisor, so please view my content as purely educational and not investing advice. If you do want to learn about investing in stocks, there are some useful links in the description below, including some books that I highly recommend. Plus, my broker Trading 212 will send us both a free share if you sign up using the link in the description below. But with all that said, don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more content from myself. Thank you all so much for watching once again. Thank you for getting me to 3K subscribers. We are only just getting started, guys. And the road to 5K subs is well and truly on. So I appreciate and I love you guys. Thank you.